Good morning to you, Grenada, Caribbean, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Thursday, the second day of July. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a good day to have a good day in a good way, no matter what you're going through. It is a good day to have a good day. Why? Because so many people went to bed last night and did not make it, whether it's due to natural causes or conflict or whatever. Somewhere around the world last night someone got murdered, someone committed suicide, but you're awake, so that is enough reason to be thankful. Yeah, there are folks out there who are willing to trade places with you because things are so bad on their side. So no matter what you're going through, you have life. Thank God for that. Good morning. It's 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock on this good-looking Thursday morning. Now, someone said to me yesterday it was rainy and you're saying it's a good-looking Wednesday. Listen, in Grenada, the only thing we expect weather-wise is rain and sun. And we have a hurricane season. We have earthquakes happening around the region now. The bedding planes are acting up. But nonetheless, even if it's rainy, it's a good day. It's a good day. What's about my folks in New York that at some point they can't go outside because of the snow, man? Come on. Nonetheless, it's a Thursday, so Heavenly Father, it's Thankful Thursday, and I have so much to be thankful for. If I had 10,000 tongues, they still wouldn't be enough. For waking me up this morning, for letting me see a brand new day, I just want to say thank you, Lord. You've been better to me than I could ever be to myself. Even in the storms, you've kept me. Even in the valley, you've carried me. Lord, I am grateful, not just for what you've done, but for who you are. A loving Father, a faithful friend, a mighty deliverer. Thank you for never leaving me. I give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. I also ask that you will continue to heal, bless, and protect, provide and provide for us and our loved ones. In the precious name of Jesus, amen, amen, and amen.
While the world looks upon me, struggle.
It's Thursday. Yeah, it's a good day to have a good day. Good morning and happy Thankful Thursday. May your heart overflow with gratitude today. May God bless your home with peace, your family with protection, and your life with His favor. May every door He has ordained for you open at the right time, and may His goodness follow you wherever you go. Can I get an amen to this? Yeah. Thank you, Lord, for blessing. Yeah, the Gaither Music Band. To all the wonderful folks online, those of you out there in the diaspora, good morning. Yulin is with us, Veronica Sandy, Michelle Bernard, Mildred Smith, all right, Catherine Phillip, Sylvina Charles, Yulin Swan, Sherry Nichols is wake up early this morning, right? Monica Miros Williams, good morning. Daddy Godwin and Miss Joan, good morning. Joan Brathwaite Batson, good morning to you. Zoe How are you? Hope you're doing fine. Sonia Mathlin Scott, good morning. Mary E. Banks. Who else is here? All right, Jillian McIntyre. Lucille Pascal is with us. All right. Althea Edwards, James Allen, good morning. All right. Wow, we have a lot of people this morning, boy. Good morning. Well, you know, the diehards, Petlin and Jennifer Collimo, and the wonderful folks out there in Munich and Mama Can. They're always. Good morning to Jacqueline and Christine Smith. Good morning to you, Uncle Glider. And how you doing, Papi? Hope all is well. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy.
Yeah, lift your hands and make a joyful noise this morning. Prince Salim, good morning to you and your dear son. Congratulations, he's graduating today to the graduating class of 26 at the Grenada Boys Secondary School, GBSS. Well, as a matter of fact, all those of you who are graduating, whether you're graduating from preschool or from primary school or whatever, you know, congratulations, you've made it. Thank God for that. Yeah. Those of you on the buses heading to the various destinations to work or heading home from work, the security guards, the nurses, the doctors, the policemen, those of you who have the night shift and you're heading home, go home, get some rest. Don't try to cook so early if you know you're tired, right? Get some rest first, because you might just put that pot on the fire and say, let me take a rest on the chair, and then you'd realize, that didn't work. Things can get catastrophic. So, yeah, take your rest first. If you're just finishing your shift, go home, take your rest. If you have a little cakes and cheese and so forth, munch on before you know, your rest. So there's something in the bell, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Auntie, good morning. When I say bell, that's how she used to talk to Casey. You want something in the bell? All right, the word of the day today, that word is demonstrate. Demonstrate. It is spelled DEMONSTRATE. Demonstrate. And it means to show clearly. I'm going to use it in the past tense, in the sentence. He demonstrated leadership. Who are you talking about? Which one of the Mitchells? Just being a little provocative. Yeah, demonstrate. He demonstrated leadership. Yeah, good. The word of the day. Mildred, good morning to you and Zamora and Judy and Shem and everybody. I hope everybody is doing fine. Yep, I hope all is well with you. Grandens Valley and Frequente, Circular Drive, good morning. Finton Joseph, good morning. Mohini Joa here, good morning to you. Okay. Finton Joseph, that's a new name. My friend from Barbados, good morning to you. And you're such a wonderful gentleman. Good morning. June Regis, good morning. I want to say good morning to Hilarion Dudu Gunpot. He doesn't say good morning, he says grand rising. Gerard Cardi Douglas, good morning. Saw you the other day. I hope you're still in Grenada, man. Those of you who are here on the diaspora homecoming, I hope you're enjoying and you're getting to visit all the insides, the belly of Grenada. You understand? Yeah, you haven't been here for quite a while. Yeah, nice. The motivational tip of the day is up next. You can. You should. And if you're brave enough to start, you will. I'm certain you heard that from me already, yeah? I'm certain you heard that from me. You can. You should. And if you're brave enough to start, you will. Start today. Stop procrastinating. Stop putting it off. Do it now. Do it today. Tomorrow is not promised. Do not, there's something that says that, do not postpone today. Don't postpone what you can do today for tomorrow, because tomorrow is not promised. La Femme and Beaton, good morning. Pedmata, Mardi Gras. What's buzzing this morning? Let me see. All right, let's see what's buzzing.
So long, yeah, so long, yeah, so long. Yeah.
All right, folks, let me tell you what is going to happen this morning. Due to some technical issues that we're having, we are going to give you a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. That will suffice for the morning edition this morning, okay? So, folks, we get ready to head into a rebroadcast of of last evening's television news. Yeah. That's up next. You are the God. Miss Jeremiah, good morning. Hope you're all right. Yeah, hope, you're covered. Yep. All right, folks, this is where we take the break. It's 15 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and we'll join the television for a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us.
I believe.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy Batiste. Thanks for joining us. The People's Republic of China is ramping up its development partnership with Grenada with a series of ongoing and new projects unveiled by Ambassador Yang Shu at her first media briefing. We have the rest of the details in this Tony Julian report.
China's ambassador to Grenada, Her Excellency Yang Shu, has announced a suite of ongoing and upcoming projects aimed at deepening cooperation and delivering direct benefits to the Grenadian people. Speaking at her first media briefing since taking office, the ambassador highlighted the completion of key infrastructural projects such as affordable housing developments, stadium renovations and airport upgrading, as well as the successful conclusion of recent phases of agricultural technical cooperation, and now additional initiatives are also on the horizon.
Medical cooperation is also well underway. We plan to send a team of Chinese medical specialists to Grenada to supplement and strengthen the local healthcare system.
Ambassador Yang revealed that the next phase of agricultural cooperation has already begun, with Chinese experts in Grenada to provide training in mushroom cultivation, aquaculture and livestock farming.
The Chinese experts for the Phase 9 Agricultural Technical Cooperation Project have arrived last week, and the opening ceremony for Phase 9 project will be on tomorrow. The new phase will last for 3 years.
In education, the China in My Eyes competition invites Grenadian youth to share their perspectives on Chinese culture, while the upcoming China-Grenada Friendship Classroom program will improve learning facilities and introduce Chinese language instruction in local schools.
In the second half of this year, we will implement the China-Grenada Friendship Classroom program by providing essential facilities and equipment to 6 local primary and secondary schools to help create a better learning environment for students. More importantly, these classrooms will also serve as hubs for Chinese language instruction delivered by the TMCC Confucius Institute.
China is promising to continue to support Grenada with further projects in renewable energy, healthcare and expanded trade opportunities, while strengthening the partnership with Grenada to deliver tangible improvements in the daily lives of Grenadians.
The Chinese embassy stands ready to work hand in hand with the government and people of Grenada to translate these initiatives into concrete steps, expand practical cooperation, and bring more tangible benefits to our two peoples.
Reporting for the Grenada Broadcasting Network News, I'm Tony Julian.
Meanwhile, today marks the 105th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China. Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Grenada, Yang Shu, highlighted the party's historic leadership in achieving China's national independence, building a strong economic foundation and lifting hundreds of millions out of poverty. The Communist Party of China was founded in 1921. The Chinese ambassador emphasized the party's leadership in guiding China to national independence and people's liberation through determined revolutionary struggles.
Under its leadership, China established an independent and relatively complete industrial and economic system and launched the policy of reform and opening up, lifting hundreds of millions of people out of poverty and bringing the nation to a moderately prosperous society in all respects.
The ambassador also noted that the party's achievements underscore the fundamental guarantee the CPC provides for China's development and progress.
The Chinese nation is now advancing irreversibly towards national rejuvenation. These facts demonstrate that the leadership of CPC is a choice of history and the people, and also the fundamental guarantee for China's development and progress. Today, the CPC has become the world's largest political party in power.
Other news, according to economists, the impacts of rising fuel prices, food and commodities are a result of or as a result of global economic shocks, as well as a lack of policies, structures, and other vulnerabilities. Jared Joseph has more in this report.
Compounding crises and overlapping geopolitical events continue to impact Grenada and the rest of the region. The Caribbean's vulnerabilities are heightened by climatic shocks, reduced aid due to fragmented multilateral systems, and a change in the international trade architecture. This, according to economists from the Caribbean Development Bank, also stemmed from the America First trade policy, which led to tariff policies becoming unpredictable. Economist Ajani Malcolm noted that the U.S.-Iran conflict, U.S.-Venezuela, and U.S.-Cuba tensions have exacerbated existing food prices and fuel prices, while the region remains highly dependent on imports. Malcolm explained that this is further compounded by the lack of diversification in the energy sector, with Grenada, for example, producing around 90% of electricity from fossil fuels.
And what that means is that, again, these countries are particularly vulnerable to increases in fuel prices.
The economists highlighted that these issues were inflated due to existing structural vulnerabilities in CARICOM, such as high informal employment and the crime rate. He noted that CARICOM's informal employment for 2020 to 2026 stands at an estimated 70% of total employment, compared to 60% on the world average and 50% in Latin America and the Caribbean.
This is a vulnerability because a large share of your employment being informal limits the potential for economies of scale.
According to the International Labour Organization, informal employment accounts for roughly 30% to 48% of Grenada's total workforce. Malcolm pointed to lagging innovation capability, infrastructure, and market size as other concerns that have exacerbated the impacts of the oil crises.
And this weakness is reflected in the poor performance of our productivity over the period 2015 to 2023.
The economists impressed that the Caribbean witnessed a decline in productivity output per unit worker, which shows the region is falling further behind the rest of the world. I am Jared Joseph reporting.
Meanwhile, from an economist's viewpoint, CDB economist Ajani Malcolm noted that increased global temperatures result in a 1.5% decrease in real economic growth over a 5-year period for the Caribbean. Malcolm highlighted that even if the Caribbean implements all the climate change adaptation measures, the spillover effects of increased global temperatures on trading partners would still impact the region's gross domestic product.
Where the Caribbean region experiences a 6 times greater negative impact in terms of the damage from extreme weather events relative to other states in the world.
The economist also noted that the frequency of extreme weather events in the Caribbean is 7 times worse than the rest of the world, including other small island developing states.
And we can see where the impact of Hurricane Maria in Dominica caused an impact of roughly 250% of GDP, and in Grenada caused an impact in Hurricane Ivan in 2004, resulting in damages approximately 200% of GDP. So again, the vulnerability to extreme weather events and to increasing global temperatures for the Caribbean region is particularly severe.
He said climate change vulnerabilities affect the region's macro and fiscal economic performance, with average growth being lower and more volatile.
And this was even more so for tourism-dependent borrowing member countries, where economic growth was lower still and even more volatile than the emerging market developing economies and the wider Latin America region. So this, of course, has an adverse effect on our ability to raise tax revenues, to pursue the kind of mitigating policies, both to the social implications of the Iran conflict as well as to the implications of climate change.
Workers have been trained in the use of new soil sterilizers. Christina John tells us more.
Workers from various plant propagation stations are now better prepared to use the new soil sterilizers, which are expected to strengthen the plant production and crop protection efforts of the Ministry of Agriculture. Soil sterilizers provide a clean, pathogen-free growing medium by using controlled heat, steam, or other specialized treatment to neutralize harmful organisms in the soil. This process helps protect vulnerable root systems, improve seeds germination, and can significantly reduce crop loss. The propagation station workers participated in a training session Tuesday, and the manager of the Maribor Agricultural Station, Sherwin Joseph, said the introduction of the equipment will allow propagation stations to operate in a more scientific and efficient manner.
So this unit here is will be responsible now for assisting us with controlling the damp off and the other diseases and soil-borne diseases that we might encounter within the nursery. Right? We will fix and streamline how we actually sterilize the soil going forward, and let us try to have cleaner planting materials going forward, right? Propagation is very important to us, everybody that's here, because we work in the nurseries, and this is an essential unit to modernize our agriculture and also ensure that our plants have the best health start.
The training was led by Engineer Joel Sharp and focused on ensuring that workers are equipped to safely and effectively use the new technology.
For your safety, you choose what is best for you. But the essential safety equipment for the heat resistance glove, because you'll be handling the hoses, and sometimes you might have to handle it while it's hot. Right? And the safety boots, your eye protection, and also your hearing protection. These are the key ones that are needed for thing. And as I stated early on, always check your equipment, your hose, etc. for any possible damage. I stated early on, there is a risk of getting burned from the steam. So in the process of handling, I'm going to repeat that, we ensure that our bags are safely on first.
3 soil sterilizers will be made available for use at the propagation stations. The ministry will also develop a guiding document to support workers in the proper operation and maintenance of the equipment. Christina John, GBN News.
Well, the Democratic People's Movement, DPM, is appealing to CARICOM and international partners for immediate action as Venezuela struggles with the aftermath of catastrophic twin earthquakes. DPM's political leader, Peter David, says Venezuela's tragedy is a Caribbean crisis. Over 1,700 people have died, and the healthcare system is at a breaking point. We can tell you, too, the earthquakes displaced more than 15,000 people. Hundreds of thousands are sheltering in cars, parks, and temporary camps without food, clean water, or sanitation. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, says 680,000 children need urgent help.
Latest weather forecast. We now join forecaster Tricia Miller at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Tricia.
Good morning to you and good morning to listeners of GBN. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are from the east at 14 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 14.1 millibars, which is above the mean, and it's rising. Present temperature 28 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 78%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.8 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 27.4 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, no rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA, and there was no rainfall for the month so far. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The weather is expected to be generally fair but slightly hazy, increasing in cloud cover this evening with a few light to moderate showers overnight. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 31.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory remains in effect. Tides will be low around midday and high about 6 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:36. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:47. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be generally fair but slightly hazy, increasing in cloud cover this evening with a few light to moderate showers overnight. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Thank you very much, Trisha. Have yourself a great day now, folks. The weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
All right, folks, it's now 4 minutes after 7 o'clock, and that concluded this morning's version of the news, a rebroadcast of last evening's television newscast. And to all those who made that newscast possible, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a safe and productive day. And to Graphics and the team from Hot 98, thank you for sharing your time with us. Have a great day now, everybody. The conversation comes up.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
For Grenada to realize its true potential, we must all be a part of nation building. From every corner of the world, our sons and daughters carry the spirit of the Spice Isle in their hearts through culture, innovation, investment, and service. Now is the time to come home to your beautiful Tri-Island state, to reconnect with our roots, share our knowledge, to inspire our youth, and to help shape a stronger, more resilient economy for generations to come. We are all part of the collective journey to shape the future of our nation. Together, we are building a nation we are proud of, a nation defined by opportunity, unity, and purpose. Grenada is more than a place on the map. It is our heritage, our future, our home. We look forward to welcoming you.
someone to help you to your feet. I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you run, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This Emancipation Weekend, Freedom Takes the Sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code Freedom Chic, bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Mixology is back. We're officially on the road to spice up the Carnage 3.0, and it all starts here. Live from GBN Studios every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Streaming across GBN platforms, bringing pure energy, culture, and spice man's vibes straight to your screen. Hosted by Charlton, powered by Graphic Sound System, featuring fresh faces and seasoned stars. Mixology is what the culture takes center stage. WhatsApp 407-8458 now to secure your spot on Mixology. And don't miss the repeat broadcast at 8:30 p.m. This is Mixology. Heartbeat of Spice Mass. Don't miss it.
All right, folks, it's 11 minutes after 7 o'clock. At this time, I join Sergeant Troy Paul for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Sarge.
A pleasant morning to you and also to all of the listeners this morning. It is that time where the persons know what is happening in the trial and state of Grenada, Carriacou, and City Lake as it relates to traffic, all things traffic. And this morning, we let persons know that most of our roads at this particular time, we have light flowing traffic throughout most of our towns and all these adjoining roads, including Grenada, Carriacou, and City Lake. And it is by that particular time, at this phase, we do have light flowing traffic coming from the Calavini Public Road heading on to the St. George's direction, even on to the Grandans direction. Also, the St. Paul's Public Road, light flowing traffic as well. Nothing to be alarmed of this morning, as it is to traffic and even accident at this particular time. So traffic is flowing smoothly throughout most of the areas as we focus on the town of St. George. So it look at Cherry Hill, traffic will be there as well, might be flowing as well, coming out from the western corridor, even onto the Grenada Road, traffic is likely flowing as well in that area. The areas of Bonfanasa, Tempe, and all these areas, roads coming out from that area, traffic is likely flowing in most of the areas as well. The Grandlands have a little moderate flowing traffic with coming from both directions there, and most of the areas, as we stated, reported, light flowing to moderate in that area. So traffic persons coming to and from any of the areas can do so with a sense of easement, with no unnecessary obstruction at this particular time. So take particular notice of the traffic at this time. So as we just dive right into the accident state for the past 24 hours, we had a total of 7 minor accidents reported. 7 minor accidents reported in the trial state of Grenada, Carriacou, and PC Martinique, and they are as follows. The traffic headquarters had a total of 2 minor at South St. George, with the majority of 4 minor yesterday. So it was rather busy. And you had 1 at the Grenville police station within the policing district. So that gives us a total of 7 minor. So again, we urge persons to please, I'm begging this morning, but not in the manner that I should have begged. But at the end of the day, we just want to influence drivers of their responsibility as it relates to driving on the nation's road. We start staying and increasing the volume of traffic so far, but definitely we want to let persons know as it relates to how they should drive as it relates to being on a nation's road. We want to ask, before you leave home, we want you to check your vehicles. While you're always there, check your tires, check your lights, check your brakes, check everything that's supposed to. If you're hearing any sound that you should not be hearing, we want you to make sure that you check it out with a mechanic and ensure that everything is safe. Buckle up, make sure your seatbelt is fastened, make sure that you obey our speed limit signs and all signs that are on the road, such as stop sign, yield sign, and every other sign that is important while driving. And more so, we want you to be focused, avoid any distraction, such as the mobile device, drinking while driving, eating while driving, doing anything when you're supposed to be driving or focus on the road. And these are the things that keeps us safe. Even tailgating, driving too close to the vehicle that is in front of you, and even improper overtaking of motor vehicles on the roadways. So all these things help us to remain safe and look out for our pedestrians, and even pedestrians, let us be cautious in the manner in the way we drive. We want to drive this message home for as we approach the carnival season. It is upon us, as tomorrow we'd have our first, not tomorrow, today, our first prelims at the Tantin netball court, and we do have a traffic plan in place where persons would not be able to park on the Tantin public road. The parking will be at the Old Trafford. Parking will only be on the road once the Old Trafford playing field is exhausted and the Tantin Terrace is also exhausted. So as we come out to celebrate, as we enjoy our carnival soca music at this time, let us be mindful of our alcohol consumption. But now we just dive back right into the traffic state, and we know as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, where most of our economic activity happens around that hour, we just want persons to be mindful. With traffic will slightly increase as we get closer to that hour, but to be mindful that we do have officers in choke points who assist in the regulating of traffic. But we advise persons that they normally leave home early. You use traffic diversions and so on to get rid of the unnecessary bumper-to-bumper traffic in certain areas that we would normally have. And as we try to wrap things up this morning, anything from you this morning before we wrap this up?
Again, repetition creates learning. I want to continue to remind our road users, especially those of you who are visiting or nationals returning for the diaspora homecoming, please take your time on the road. Get reacquainted. The roads are different to when you left. The drivers are different to when you left. The roads are narrower than where you came from. So please do not just jump in and speed. Take your time, get acquainted, drive through slowly and observe and take in the environs and just be safe. You understand? Look out for that person who might not be looking out for you.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it any better. And that's why we want to drive that message home to all persons using the road network at this particular time. So I guess we're going to ask the question that we normally ask every morning.
If you're texting or doing anything else when you're supposed to be maneuvering that vehicle, then the question lies.
Who is driving? Who is actually driving that vehicle?
Yeah, don't text and drive. Stay off the phone. If it's an emergency, you pull up on a safe spot and use the phone, or maybe you should get yourself into the Bluetooth stuff. All right, even though I don't, because even if you have the headphones on and something is brewing in your ear, then you're still distracted, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so pack up and talk, and then you move on, continue your journey afterwards. That's it, Sarge. Have yourself a great day. You and your entire team at the traffic department, and by extension, our partners, the RGPF. Good morning to the rank and file.
Absolutely. And to your team as well at GBN. And a special morning to Miss Eugenia Peters.
No, you can't say good morning to Eugenia on my program. I can't do that. You don't have the authorization to do that. Have a great day, Sarge.
You as well.
Have a good one. Folks, that has been the traffic report. It's 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. We take a commercial break, and when we come back, the conversation commences.
About your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store, or call 442-8602, 459-4325, or 416-8467 for further information.
The energy and vibe of Spice Mass is once upon us again. I am the backpack and ready. And the road to the Mona begins with the Power Soca preliminaries. Thursday, July 2nd, 10th Deadbolt Court, St. George from 7 p.m. Then we move on to St. David. Friday, July 3rd, La Sagesse Hard Court. Saturday, July 4th, Sutton's Burst Terminal, St. Patrick. And concludes at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Grove. On Sunday, July 5th, competition begins nightly at 7 p.m. Admission absolutely free. So link up the posse. Roll out with the entourage. Spice Mass Power Soca preliminaries is on Thursday, July 2nd to Sunday, July 5th. Every artist deserves the support. I am the backpack and ready.
search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Start your day right. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada.
GBN Massology is back. We're officially on the road to spice up the Carnage 3.0, and it all starts here. Live from GBN Studios every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Streaming across GBN platforms, bringing pure energy, culture, and spice man's vibes straight to your screen. Hosted by Charlton, powered by Graphic Sound System, featuring fresh faces and seasoned stars. Massology is what the culture takes center stage. WhatsApp 407-8458 now to secure your spot on Massology. And don't miss the repeat broadcast at 8:30 p.m. This is Massology, the heartbeat of Spice Mass. Don't miss it.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Good morning, Grenada.
Welcome, viewers and listeners. It's 27 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's Thursday. And today I am joined by my friends from Coop Bank. I'm saying it in style. Good morning, ladies.
As you should. Good morning. Good morning, Innocent. As you should. Good morning.
Okay. All right. For the purpose of my audience, I'd start with my immediate right. Tell us your name.
Hi, good morning. My name is Chanel Albert. I'm a loan officer at Grenada Cooperative Bank.
Okay. That's why you come close to me.
Yes, and I have to sell a loan.
Yeah.
And
she has strategy, right?
Yeah.
Linda Braveboy, Public Relations and Corporate Communications Officer at Corp Bank.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the heavyweights are here. Okay.
If you say so.
Yeah. Well, Corp Bank keeps doing and doing and doing. I must tell you that car show that you all had. I can imagine the loans officers must be really, really busy.
You're booked and busy.
Booked and busy. You're speaking about the one that we had in March, right?
Yeah, but you have
with Hubbard's. Yeah.
When it's nice, you do it twice.
Of course.
When it's sweet, you repeat.
Yes, that's
so we're
correct.
repeating it.
That's correct.
Tell us about the repetition.
So, of course, we have another car show that's coming up. First and foremost, good morning, Grenada.
Yes.
Good morning to everyone, listening, your listening audience this morning. So we have a car show that is coming up, and that will be on the 11th of July. But this time around, so the last time in March, we had it with in collaboration with Hubbard's. But this time around, we're partnering with the lovely folks down at Huggins Automotive Division on the Morris Bishop Highway.
From one H to another H.
Yeah.
H for Hubbard's, H for Huggins. All right.
Right?
Okay.
And of course, it is all a part of our Made to Fit campaign. It is one of the events that we're having under that campaign. But this morning, we'll speak more about the campaign. And of course, we're going to come back and, provide the details of the car show, which is happening. If folks are, just want to prepare themselves mentally, it is on the 11th of July, right? Which is actually next weekend. So, of course, we'll be in studios sometime early next week to speak more or less about the car show. But just know we're coming. Nice, easy, sweet. You can get pre-approved on the spot. And there's a lot of deals as well. The folks at Huggins, there's a lot of perks, right? Up to $10,000 off through the campaign and through this particular event. So of course we're going to come back and tell you guys about that. But this morning, we want to speak about Made to Fit because of course the Made to Fit campaign is not just for vehicle ownership, but it's also for property ownership, right? As it relates to housing, building a home, land ownership, all of that. And of course there's the consumer lending part of it. But what I want folks to keep in mind, and of course as we go through the conversation this morning, is that under the Made to Fit campaign, there is also that sustainable element because, of course, we want to get our Grenadians to think sustainably, think climate smart, think climate resilient. I mean, after all, we live on an island where we have experienced firsthand the brunt of, hurricanes and so forth, and they're getting more ferocious as time goes on. So, of course, we would like to help our Grenadian folks shift that mindset. So there is a climate smart element of that. And of course, Chanel might go through that as we're here this morning. But more or less, we want to just come back and because we had this conversation already before, earlier in the year.
We must have it a little more frequently.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. I mean, the folks at Corp Bank are so busy right now. It's not because there's so much happening at the bank. And of course, the bank is a growing bank from 1932 to now. There's so much that is happening simultaneously and very quickly.
Well, it's interesting from 1932 to now, and you're saying it's growing. It's grown.
It's grown, but there's always exactly. But there's always room for improvement. And Corp Bank, at Corp Bank we aim to be that institution that moves with the time, and grows with the time. Because this time that we speak of now, in a sense, I mean, in years to come, this time will be of an old time.
Could you imagine that?
Could you right? And you feel like you've reached now. Then could you imagine the future? But the bank is growing, and there's a lot happening simultaneously. There's a lot that we're doing, and of course, one of the things that is, trying to make the lives of Grenadians a little easier. We know that life is already hard as it is, and of course, we want to offer them financial solutions that are tailored to meet their financial needs.
That's the Made to Fit
campaign.
Yeah.
That's right.
You are creative. You're very
Thank
creative
you.
with the naming of your campaign.
Yes.
Made to Fit.
Made to Fit.
Yeah, I like my suit fit me.
Oh, you know the ad. You know the ad all too well. Yes, you know the ad all too well. Some persons call it a movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're pleased to have that campaign. It ends in September, and of course we have we're in July now. Welcome July, and of course we're into August shortly. So at least we have 2-3 months left with the campaign.
Okay, so Madam, could you tell us a little from the loans officer's perspective how this made to fit worked?
All right, so good morning, Grenada. In terms of the Made to Fit campaign, we have something to fit everybody. So if you're looking for a vehicle and no time to upgrade, once you get a 2026 model vehicle, whether it's hybrid or whether it's gas or diesel, we have a special rate for you. So if it's a hybrid vehicle, you can get a rate of 4.5%. If it's gas, you can get a rate of 4.99. The rates are very, very low. 4.5, 4.99. We give you 10 years to pay back and 100% financing.
Wow. That's on electric vehicles.
So we have both gas and hybrid. So hybrid is 4.5 and gas is 4.99.
Okay.
And if I may just add, as Chanel is speaking about vehicles, there's also that $150 gift voucher that you will be getting as well under the loan. Yeah. Under the campaign, sorry.
This is craziness. Yeah, it reminds me of an advertisement I saw in England once, where the gentleman picked up something on a shelf and he asked one of the store attendants, "What's wrong with this product?" The gentleman said, "Nothing." He said, "So why is it so cheap?"
Oh.
And not just that, we're also giving 50% discount on loan fees. For the vehicle.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's specifically for vehicles, right?
Yeah, we do have other aspects to the campaign as well. We're going to go into property ownership as well as the consumer aspects and then the climate resilience part of it.
A lot of attention is being given to accommodations now in terms of boosting tourism. All right, we're seeing that our room stock is a problem. All right, the GTA, Ms. Stacey Liebert and the team, they're working well, promoting, but then we don't have space to house people. So what's about persons who might be interested in building a new property, not necessarily the big 5-star hotels, but a decent enough accommodation that can house maybe 10-15 people, would you all be looking into this sort of financing as well?
Yeah, I'll leave that question for Chanel to answer.
Yes, we would. So is it that the person intends to live there as well and they do an apartment complex, or is it that it's just
it could work like that. I speak on behalf of St. David. St. David is on the cusp of real development. All right. Yeah, and we need to have properties in St. David because I'll speak it colloquially. Tongue and have more space.
It's true.
All right?
Very saturated.
Yeah. So we're starting to move up north and easterly, and so we want to see some properties like that people know that they can still be on the coast, on the sea coast, and
and that's why we're offering that whole home ownership and property ownership and even land ownership under that campaign, because of course, like Chanel said, you can also get 100% financing as it relates to sustainable housing, even a discount on your legal fees as well when it comes to land ownership and housing and all of that. So we want persons to come to us. Oftentimes I hear people think to themselves, or they sort of discount themselves, and they say to themselves, "I'm not going to get through." But you're saying you're not going to get through with a loan, whether it's to build a house or buy land or whatever, without even coming in and speaking to a loan officer, without even setting up an appointment. And that's why we encourage persons. Sometimes you think you're not what's the word I'm looking for? You're not eligible, and chances are you are very much eligible, because Co-op Bank is a customer-centric bank. We're very customer-focused, and the whole idea of the campaign, we know that one size cannot fit all. We know that persons' lives are different. There are different variables and different factors that contributes to your economic, standing and background and all of that. And so we want to work with you, and that's the whole idea of the campaign. And that's why we say it's tailored to meet your financial needs, because we understand one size cannot fit everybody.
And you're saying it so eloquently eloquently, right? And it's real, right?
Yeah, it is, of course.
Because you see, I say this because ever so often you find institutions come and they talk nice on my program, and you know, as eloquent as you said it, and then when you come into the booth with the loan officer, they look for all reasons not to give you the.
No. We are your friends. We are your friends. We are not your enemies, and we're willing to work with people. We are. I mean, at the end of the day, Co-op Bank believes in not just the financial, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not just the financial background of the person. We are not just interested in financially empowering people, but holistically as well. Come on, everybody needs a roof over their heads. Everybody needs some place to stay. Everybody needs, you know, so we look at it holistically, not just what you can bring to us financially, but holistically. And of course, if we go back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs and all of that, I mean, I'm just going off here on a limb into psychology, but you know, there are certain needs that must be fulfilled before the other needs are fulfilled, before self-actualization and all of that comes in. So of course, starting with just the basic, you know, housing, home, having a roof over your head. And so we encourage persons to come, have the conversation. Let's see what we can do.
At least let's talk.
Yeah, let's have the conversation. Don't you know, say to yourself, I'm not going to get through because I'm working for this amount. You're not a loan officer. We have the experts, you know, and Chanel and them can tell you, you know, what you qualify for.
As my dad would say, fruitful.
And as loan officers as well, we do give financial advice. You know, sometimes you may come and we know based on the situation, we may not be able to help you at this point, but we can guide you to getting along the path so we can help you later on.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, one of the key things that you know, members of my audience would be interested in knowing is your interest rates on the various like property ownership, you know, housing, lands, and even the vehicles.
Right. So now is a good time, especially for property ownership, because with the Made to Fit campaign, you can get an interest rate as low as 4.5. For your mortgages. So 4.5 for land purchase, 4.5 for construction, 4.5 for property purchase right now. 100% financing.
Wow. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's am I drilling?
And I want persons to listen, and I want persons to listen to the operative words being used here, like Chanel said, as low as. And in being transparent and being honest, it may or may not mean that you will get as, you know, 4.5. You may get an interest rate that is perhaps a little higher.
Because the way your suit is designed.
Exactly. Precisely. So it's not everybody will get 4.5. She said as low as. But of course, it can go a little higher. It depends on, of course, you know, the checks that are done and based on that person's, you know, standing and all of that. So it comes back to that. So I just want persons, you know, oftentimes, you know, we listen conversations and you know, like you said, next thing they come to the bank and say, oh, she said I can get it for 4.5 as low as, right?
People take what they want to take.
Exactly. Conveniently. So
all right. So all right, the duration of the loans, not of the loan but of the campaign.
So our campaign goes up to September 30th 2026. So you guys have a few more months. You know, come in, have a discussion with us, we can guide you.
Okay.
Yeah.
There must be some fundamentals that someone must have before they even think about walking into your office. If you, for example, if you don't have a job, how, you know?
How are you going to
How do we start to talk?
Sure.
So what are some of the prerequisites?
Okay, so first thing, in terms of your employment, we do require you to have your job letter and your pay slip. For the persons that get paid fortnightly or semi-monthly, we need at least 2 pay slips. Right, and your pay slips must be within the last 3 months.
Okay.
In terms of identifying you, we need to have your ID. We prefer to get the NIS card. You know, that's the one without an expiry date, so it's actually the best one to provide for us. And in terms of the different types of loans. So for vehicle purchases, we would require you to get a sales invoice for that vehicle, as well as an insurance quotation for that vehicle. So whether you want to go to GTM or Nachico, whichever company you want, you need to bring in that insurance quotation for us as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and the persons that are getting concessions on their vehicle, bring in the concession letter as well. Okay. Right, and
Okay, I'll give you mine as a
right, and in terms of the property ownership, we do require the same, which is your ID, your employment information, and in terms of the property, we would require a copy of the plan and so we can do a valuation. Because the first thing we must do is to see if the property is worth what you're purchasing, so we have to get the valuation done. With that, the customer does cover the cost for the valuation, so we normally we normally give you an approximate amount, and then once we get back the invoice, we would debit your account for that, right?
Okay.
And then we also need to have your life insurance. Your life insurance have to be sufficient to cover the loan amount. For persons that don't have life insurance, we do have group plans that we offer with the bank where you pay a certain amount. It covers you for the lifetime of the loan. Okay? So you do have that option.
Wow.
As opposed to going out and take your own insurance.
You all have made it so easy, man.
And just to backtrack on when we were speaking just a short moment ago in terms of the interest rate, and I was stressing the point of, as low as being the operative phrase used there. I just wanted to go back quickly just to mention also that I did mention at the beginning that there is a climate resilient aspect to our Made to Fit campaign. And what persons also need to understand is that we have a calculator that automatically so let me just give let me break it down into layman terms, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're
in English.
So let's say you're building a house, or so that's under home ownership, or you perhaps just need a loan to do some upgrades because the hurricane season is coming. Now there are certain things that you can implement, certain sustainable features or items that you can implement into that home. So let's just say you decided to just take out the windows that you have and put double pane. That is a sustainable feature, and so there are points. It's based on it's also based on a point system that helps to calculate that interest. So for every sustainable feature, whether it's a
water tank, or
as simple as a hurricane strap, right, there will be deductions on your interest rate. So I just needed to add that as well. There is that climate element to the campaign, like I mentioned very early on, and of course your interest rate, you can gain extra benefits by having a reduced interest rate through just simply implementing simple sustainable things, toilets that are water conservative, or simple things. Simple things. Solar panels, for instance. You decide you're building and you want to implement some install some solar panels. You can get a reduced interest rate based on these items, and the calculator calculates that for you.
Wow.
So not only are you getting the interest rate that is for you, but you can also get a reduced amount, based on the different items that you have that are sustainable related.
I love that initiative.
Or climate smart related.
I love that. That's forward thinking.
Of course.
That's forward thinking. Very forward thinking. Quap Bank.
Of course.
That's it again.
Yeah,
I like that tagline.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything you thought we left out that you'd like to? Because I don't want you to go back and say, forget to say that.
Well, in terms of the property purchase and mortgage aspect, we are giving 30% discount on legal fees as well. So that's a point that they can note.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know Chanel spoke about the vehicle, she spoke about land, she spoke about homes and all of that. There are the consumer lending part of it as well, where you can get up to, I think it's 50,000 unsecured.
50,000 unsecured.
Unsecured
up to 50,000.
When you say unsecured, right? I'm an old banker, so I know what it means. But to the ordinary man out there, sometimes it's some kind of, what is it, unsecured?
Chanel will break it down.
Unsecured, no down payment required.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do, there is terms and conditions, of course. We do have to see what you qualify for based on your income. So you can get an amount within that 50,000 based on your income. So not everybody would be able to get the 50,000, but it's up to 50,000.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else?
I just want to let persons know that the campaign, it is ongoing. We started this campaign from since earlier in the year. It was launched back in early March, and it is ongoing. I know you guys have been seeing the ads. It's playing on television. Innocent was just reciting it for us a short moment ago. So come in and have the conversation. Of course, don't forget our car show, which falls under the Made to Fit campaign that is coming up on July 11th. Of course, I'll bring in the lovely folks from Huggins next week, so we can have that, collaborative conversation on it. But we are here. We are the Bank of Grenadians. It is the only local bank, so we're not going anywhere, right? And we're here for you holistically, not just financially, but holistically. And we encourage you to come in and have the conversation. I mean, you've probably been thinking about getting that vehicle. You've probably been thinking, 2026 will be the year we have buy piece of land. You've probably been thinking all of these things, as we all set some, resolutions at the beginning of the year or at the end of the previous year. So you have plans and you have goals and you have things that you want to accomplish, and Quad Bank is here to guide you. We're here to help you, and we're here for you. So I encourage persons to have the conversation. There are multiple ways to reach us at the bank. Oftentimes I hear people say, oh, they're calling and they can't. But calling is not the only way. You can reach us via WhatsApp. You can reach us via our web chat. You can reach us via email. You can reach us, you can come in, our loan officers, Chanel, they love to see your faces and they love to be smiling and having the conversations. So, come on in and have the conversation and see what it is that you qualify for under our Made to Fit campaign. I don't know if Chanel have any final things she wanted to mention.
So as she said, Made to Fit, we do have something to fit every one of you. Just come in and have a discussion with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and as you say that, you start calculating the inches already. Miss Brave Boy and Chanel, thank you for sharing with us. We look forward to the next conversation next week.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
Let's make it a weekly thing now.
Yeah, we should, we should, we should.
Come sit with me.
If, sometimes I ask myself, I probably should go somewhere to some developer and develop a clone so I can be in multiple places at the same time.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
Pray about it.
But
pray about it. Pray about it.
Thank you for having us, in a sense.
The pleasure is always
to your
mine.
listeners. Thank you.
Folks, that's it for this segment of the conversation. It continues right after this commercial break. Don't you go anywhere. Stick and stay with us.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Hello Grenada, this is Blackadan. On the 18th of July, I'm welcoming you to Radisson Hotel Car Park for the second installment of Groovy White.
Groovy White, a celebration of groovy music. Blackadan. Famanapi. Nyla Blackman.
It's your girl Nyla Blackman, and I will be performing live at Groovy White.
College boy Jesse. Crystal. Alma Boy, Angie Boy, Happy Boy, Inspector, Lava Man, Feline Mandela Links, Mr. Killer, Sabrina Francis, and Riggy Atmosphere. Grenadian host, BC, and live from Trinidad, Sunny Bling. General tickets, $100. VIP, only $500. Groovy White, Radisson Car Park, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Saturday, July 18th. Sponsors.
This July, from the 6th to the 31st, something amazing is coming. Fit for Life Medical Services and Mitchell's Health and Wellness, in collaboration with Classic Lighting Caribbean, is hosting our annual Kids Summer Program 2026. It will be held at at the Grenada Trade Center, Gazebo, Monroe, St. George. From Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for children ages 4 to 13. We have a wide range of activities such as Cultural Day, Physical Fitness, Crafts, Language Arts, Maths, and many more. Early bird specials and sibling discounts are available on or before the end of this month. For more information, you can call or WhatsApp 457-3030 or 405-9357.
GBN Massology is back. We're officially on the road to spice up the Carnage 3.0, and it all starts here. Live from GBN Studios every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Streaming across GBN platforms, bringing pure energy, culture, and spice man's vibes straight to your screen. Hosted by Charlton, powered by Graphic Sound System, featuring fresh faces and seasoned stars. Massology is what the culture takes center stage. WhatsApp 407-8458 now to secure your spot on Massology. And don't miss the repeat broadcast at 8:30 p.m. This is Massology, the heartbeat of Spice Mass. Don't miss it.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information.
The energy and vibe of Spice Mass is once upon us again. I am the backpack and ready. And the road to the Monarch begins with the Power Soca preliminaries. Thursday, July 2nd, Santine Digbold Court, St. George from 7 p.m. Then we move on to St. David. Friday, July 3rd, La Sanchez Hard Court. Saturday, July 4th, Sattes Burst Terminal, St. Patrick. And concludes at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Grove. On Sunday, July 5th, competition begins nightly at 7 p.m. Admission absolutely free. So link up the posse. Roll out with the entourage. Spice Mass Power Soca preliminaries is on Thursday, July 2nd to Sunday, July 5th. Every artist deserves the support.
This Emancipation Weekend, freedom takes the sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition. Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code Freedom Chic. Bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring Joseph. News and information.
All right, folks, it's 4 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We've got 4 minutes to talk. Just like that. And let me just remind you, but inform you that we'll break and take the BBC, and subsequent to the BBC, I will be having my good friend Finley Jeffrey the Scholar on Zoom platform as he promotes the Bards launch tomorrow. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, morning, innocent morning to listeners and your viewers. I was hoping I look forward for you to start that conversation on that issue of the violence.
From yesterday. Yeah.
But I understand that commercial money anyway. Let me not go there. But it is something I think we need to attend to. I continue to hear different people say certain things that are true long after I have said it, and I've been ridiculed. Recently when the bishop said that we are in a Christian country, people got offended. But if we are radically honest, we would sort of examine that. And recently on your program, 2 days ago, I think was Assistant Commissioner Canute, that's his name?
Cohen. Yeah, Vanny Cohen. Yeah.
Vanny Cohen. God bless his heart. He said something which I've said, and even on this radio station in the past, and people wanted me to apologize. And I think he said that, if you remember, he said, while crime is dropping, it's being lowered, Grenada remains is a lawless country. Grenada, we are lawless people. This is the truth. And so when I talk over time about we need to become radically honest, we need to face up to the whole of our life, how we live. We pretentious. We pretend. I just come and show my face, we would say. This kind of thing. We don't live whole lives. We tell people things, we promise them, we keep them waiting, I mean, so many things. We don't mind our children, we go, we treat women like animals. And we saying we are whatever. We need to become radically honest. I want to give somebody a minute or so. Let me thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you so much. Let's go to a WhatsApp platform and accommodate this call. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning. Okay, good morning, caller. Hello, good morning. All right, caller, for some reason we're not getting you. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Can you hear me well?
Loud and clear.
Greetings, then, Mr. Joseph. I want to follow up, piggyback on your last caller there. He made some very important points. The issue of getting honest amongst ourselves. Brother, I fully agree with you. I concur with you. Listen, but what we have to do that is sit and talk amongst ourselves as a people. Remember, the so-called independence that was imposed upon us by the British monarchy, we had no choice, all right? We had no choice because as we've come through the years. But we've never had a chance as Grenadian people to sit and chat amongst us and decide for ourselves the kind of future we'd like, to be able to identify ourselves as Grenadian. We lost. We're confused as a people. So, if we study the theory of the Constituent Assembly, we will see what that can do for us. Let us promulgate the need for it so we can sit with our elected representative outside of the government. The government operates separately, but the people elect a Constituent Assembly. Let's study the Constituent Assembly and see what is the theory, and let's talk amongst ourselves, identifying our failures, our weaknesses, our inconsistencies, our deficiencies amongst ourselves in each village, to the parish level, to the national level, and decide through a new constitution the future of this country. Other than that, we lost. The pimps and parasites who have put themselves up, as I end here, Mr. Joseph, sir, for running this country on behalf of the people, have deceived the people over the years. I must end there. It's now 10 o'clock. Have a nice day, William, Mr. Joseph.
Thank you, citizen. Thank you very much. And folks, that concludes the conversation this morning. We joined the BBC. Thank you for your participation. Thank you to the folks from Co-op Bank, and I hope you listened. That's it for the conversation. Bye-bye.